That's not a life option that you are unemployed for years. And I'm really planning. That was one of my great plans back in the UK when I lived there, to go to Canada. Sometimes you won't have the desired time, resources, equipment, materials, or energy that you want to work with. Even when I'm in such a drastic situation, I still manage to be positive and think out of the box and have a wide vision. Where should I move? Where are the opportunities? And constant learning. You should always increase your knowledge and make yourself valuable as much as possible to prevent that people will throw you on the street. You need to make it happen. You need to make the change. And you need to change for those conditions. You can overcome tiredness and exhaustion that to carry on what you like is motivating you to finish it. You will find what you like to do, and this is one of the gifts of life. Your goal as a leader, that you create an environment that individual is willing to do more. When I was in the UK, I wouldn't repair such things because I would throw it out, because I'm back in my country and I'm in a financial crisis, unemployed and so on and so on. So I need to repair as many things as possible to reduce any costs or expenses, because if you have no income, you need to be serious and disciplined about what you spend on. Hey, my little friends. Okay, back to action. I mentioned just a few minutes ago this unemployment, and I started to think that I will make a series, because that's not a life option that you are unemployed for years. And I'm really planning. That was one of my great plans back in the UK when I lived there, to go to Canada. But because the rent prices went, where some parts it's ridiculously high. Now I'm researching New Zealand. So New Zealand, Canada, or maybe the US. So how to move there, how the visas, how you can apply. So if I won't be able to find a proper job or manage to have some income in the upcoming months, I definitely start to make a series to how to apply these things, or which sites you should visit, what information you should gather, and this should help you make your decision if maybe you are in the same situation just like me. Hey, what's happening? Also, Now this is a really life-changing plan. If you need to make a decision that you need to leave a country to another because you're unable to maintain your life even in the basic level. And then guess what? That in this country, if doesn't matter if you have an income or you do not have an income, you need to pay the health not health insurance, the how they call it, national insurance, and that's in the UK. Anyway, for that you need to pay for the healthcare services, but actually the healthcare is collapsed, so they just sending you home. So it's ridiculous. And that's one of my, even if I'm sitting here in this sofa armchair, you need to make decisions to where to continue if you want to live. And these are really serious life management decisions that you need to dare. This is a massive step out from your comfort zone to think, plan, manage, and execution. If you just think about it and you don't make the necessary steps to make it happen, make it real, you do not execute it, you will depress yourself. Don't force yourself to be in a situation that is unhealthy. So back to the main subject, that this will be a serious upcoming content what I will make, and life need to continue, and you need to carry on your life. So the workout series, finally I found a resource that long time ago in 2016 that I wanted to make. It was 7 years ago now when I started this CrossFit, but the weightlifting part, when I was in North Finchley. I was in Finchley Central, but the gym was in North Finchley. And back then I had the opportunity, I had life in the UK that I had the resources, so I could buy food supplements and think about what equipment should I use and buy good old times. Just to share with you some information about myself, that in 2011 I've been in Holland, Netherlands. That was the first time when I went to a Western country, and I saw that the opportunities, which life is not easy, you need to work like crazy. But when I was in the UK, exactly 5 years, I've been in the United Kingdom. Most of my belongings, what I have now, it's from there, because where I live in this country, I worked maybe just 2 or 3 years, because it was complete unemployment and everything is deteriorated. There's these social differences. So this is one of the reasons why I'm telling you, determination and self-discipline, because if you want to live, you need to act and execute to to move forward, because if you just wait that something gonna happen, I can guarantee you it won't happen. You need to make it happen. You need to make the change, and you need to change for those conditions, because what will happen now, that the crisis will deepen, unemployment will increase. If you check what's going on in African countries, it's crazy. Inflation, unemployment, some countries 70 or 80%. This is madness. Also, the countries in the Middle Eastern part, it's a war zone. Everybody's fleeing to Europe. I had colleagues in the United Kingdom who could speak quite well, let's say fluently, 4 languages, and they've been 5-6 countries, so they have some serious life experience. But my first question to you, if you would plan to move to another country, which country would you choose, and why? Because the minimum wages, or the average wages, or the living conditions, the cultural condition that it provides, or the natural environment where it's in, or I mean it's an island or a mountain area, or plain or desert area. If you have some time, just share your ideas, or what you know. Maybe this way you can help others. One other important thing what I want to say, that constant learning. You should always increase your knowledge and make yourself valuable as much as possible, to prevent that people will throw you on the street. This is real life, and I know what I'm talking about. The other reason why I want to share you with this, that even when I'm in such a drastic situation, I still manage to be positive and think out of the box and have a wide vision. Where should I move? Where are the opportunities, and how to manage it? What you can implement in the reality? Because this is a case study that 70% of the time what you plan is not turn out as you wanted to, and you need to adapt for those changes. What I mean, maybe I managed to move to another country, but not on that city where I planned, because I received another job offer. Then I need to live with that opportunity and use it. And what I seen in one of the Canadian news, that the girl said that in life nothing is free, and you need to think like this way. You shouldn't allow yourself even for a second, not even for a minute, for a second, to be lazy and too careless. That, oh, I don't care, it is not gonna happen. It will happen. It will happen. If you're not careful, that thing gonna hit the fan really fast, and it just spreads all over. And prevention and this is some sort of management, that you need to provide less resources to prevent something and maintain it to even for a minimal level, than to leave it like that and act when it's got out of control. So here comes again, you need to structure life and live with those on those foundations to prevent unwanted events.